Hello. Panda coming at you. Today, I'm on my hunter and I'm using my void class. I tried to do the flawless master on my stasis class, but I got to the last part and I got freaking burnt by those two freaking nightmares. I couldn't believe it. I was kind of disappointed. So then, because my void class is my primary role. I love being a ninja in the dark, in the shadows. So I went through and went on my void class. So anyway, you guys are watching my void hunter, and I'm taking my time because I'm trying to get flawless out of this one because I didn't have the what do you call triumph for it. So I'm taking my time, just peeking the corner with my scout rifle to get that unstoppable out of there. But this one here, they have, I think, 7 or 8 champions in there, plus you have those two nightmares and a boss, and the boss is really chunky. And the problem is that if you kill those two nightmares, he spawns 2 more anyway, when you bring out the last 2 champions, the 2 last unstoppables. So it is particular lost sector is kind of a little bit of a pain in the butt, but it's doable on master, even though it has like areas where you're not exactly the happiest to, have the fights. But like in here, it's a pretty big open room. You just sit there and plug them away. I'm using my wish ender and I'm using my Suro Scout rifle, and I think on this one here I'm using my retrofit heavy machine gun. As you can see, these barriers, this freaking unstoppables. They're kind of cowards, man. They're always hiding, and you just kind of gotta pick a angle. And then I think I'll worry about dogs too. It's like, come on, really, dogs? And then watch, I'll turn the corner, and that guy will be trying to heal himself again. So that's the biggest thing about most of these. And I'm using my wish ender because, when I'm trying to do perfection, I always use something that hits extremely hard. I mean, it's like having a sniper rifle that's unlimited. So that's part of the reason why you guys see me using my wish ender a lot. I have roughly around 13,000 kills with it, and a lot of them are in lost sectors and, masters, master nightfalls, legend nightfalls, the different missions we get faced with in Destiny. So that's why I'm using it. It's like having a sniper rifle without actually having to look for special ammo all the time. And so I came in here and I'm thinking, okay, we're because earlier when I was doing it, there were 2 barriers in here, but for some reason only one came out this time. Last time I killed one up on that rock and another one spawned in the same exact spot, so it's kind of weird. Like I said, this is Destiny. The game was kind of glitchy yesterday. I did the Retribution mission, and I can't pick up Amanda Holiday's ship, so I was a little disappointed with that. I made my little bit of gripes about it, because it just kind of irritates. You go through and then my map is constantly pinging that thing in the tower, and I can't pick it up. So it's like, Destiny, can you please fix these glitches? That's all I ask is it so hard to fix a glitch? Or do you even want to fix these glitches? The more times that they allow people to not be able to pick up stuff, it kind of leaves a bad impression on some people, because some people, they're new to the game and they don't realize that it happens a lot. Some people that are older players, we kind of get used to it, but we don't like it either. So anyway, that was my gripe from yesterday. I was like kind of ticked because I couldn't I couldn't pick up Amanda's ship. I was like, come on, I miss Amanda. I was always listening to her country accent. Hey, y'all want to come over and get me? I'm gonna go kill all those, everything, Just always, she was the bold cowgirl from the West, And her story was pretty cool too, so, But in this room, this is the part that I, really think that you got to be extra cautious. Because like I said, I tried to do this on my stasis in that little room right there. There's not a lot of areas to cut. That rock right there in front of me, that's the area that I have. And there's two barriers up there. So you can see one barrier through my wish center, but you can't see the other one. And it's like, well, where's the other one? You know? But he's going to appear, you know? So you got to face off with two barriers up there and just plug them away, stand behind a rock so nobody on the other side of the rock can see you, and just sit there and target that barrier. And, you know, I got a pulse rifle, and I can't think of the name of it, but it's got that kinetic tremors on it. And somebody else did a video about it, and I have one of, well, I actually have two of them in my vault with the kinetic tremors. So I tried the one with Encore on it, and, you know, these barriers, it actually melts them. I mean, you see how slow I'm killing them with my wish ender, but the chunks are big. But that other one, the kinetic one, when you get that 6 or 4 burst into that, and barrier champion, he gets melted. I mean, realistically, he gets melted. And as you see, I killed both of those little yellow dudes, the nightmares. But you're going to see that once I burn the boss down, he's going to bring 2 more out. So you're not just fighting, you know, so far I think I've faced 4 barriers so far and 2 unstoppables, you know. But you're going to face 2 more unstoppables in here, but you also have 4 of those other yellow bars that they're flames. They want to hit you really hard, so make sure that in your chest mods you have solar protection, because those guys are hitting you with so much solar and void. So basically you're going to need solar and void protection in here the most. Arc, you're going to see the ones with the shields, they're popping you with arc. So, you know, I usually run with concussion dampener, but I stand right here because a lot of the little mini bosses, they're kind of stupid. They're just going to stand there and let you plug away at them. Yeah, but it takes so many shots to kill them, you know. I mean, I've seen people come through here in like 3 or 4 minutes on master level, and it's like, I wonder how the heck they do that, you know. But, you know, I'm trying to get a flawless on every one of these lost sectors on a master level. So you got to do a master, you got to do a legendary, and they have triumphs for them. So that's part of the reason why I'm doing it. And as you see, I'm just sitting here for a minute. I'm trying to contemplate something, either that or somebody was talking to me in the background, so I don't know, but I'm just sitting there. But I really think that, you know, this here is one of the hardest, because it's not so much the difficult level of the ones you're fighting, it's just the areas they put you in to fight them. You know, from a tactical point, you don't really have a lot of tactical maneuverability in here, especially once he starts spawning all his other ads and his bosses again. Because like I said, you're going to see that when I get him down to a certain health level, he's going to bring out a whole bunch of bad news bears. And it's like, okay, now I'm fighting 4 bosses all at once. 2 of them are shooting flames at me, and the other 2 are shooting flames at me too. So like I said, it's just this one here, because of that little hole right there. I mean, I've seen some people that go up on the cliff, but the bad thing is I can't remember if ads come out of the, you know, the walls of the cliff, you know, so I didn't want to take the risk. So as you can see, I'm just plugging away, and I'm sitting here trying to take an angle, and it's not been the easiest. And as you see, there's an unstoppable right there, so I'm just going to pop off in his feet. And like I said, you can find a little cut angle, because I mean, we all want to get these flawless as master and lost sectors just to get those triumphs done. And to me, that's something that I'm pretty, you know, been pretty consistent on lately, is getting these lost sectors. And you know, this isn't really a cheese, but you know, it is, like I said, you know, when they hit you, you can die pretty easy in here. Because I was doing this earlier, and I got to the last boss area, and I almost had him killed, and I decided to pop out and hit my super, and those flaming fluffs, those 2 nightmares, they dropped some flames on me, and something just killed me instantly. So I had to do it all over again. So I decided to do on my Void Hunter instead of my Stasis Hunter build. But, you know, with my Hunter, you know, I can go invisible and, you know, put an overshield on me. That's kind of reason why I went to this one, is because if I start taking damage, I can put an overshield on myself and also, you know, come out of there and do some DPS and with my Void weapon, you know, because I have a heavy Void, you know. It's the, I don't know if I'm using the retro on this one or if I'm using the other one, but, you know, I run with volatile rounds, so that, but with these big boys, volatile rounds really don't make a difference, you know, because you got to stun them in order to kill them, and plus there's not any little adds you can really use it enough to, you know, start doing a lot of damage on. So this was a slow process today, and I'm sorry the video is like 15 minutes or so, but you know, this is a master loss sector, and I'm just basically working on my flawless, you know. And you can back up right here and you can sit there and plug away, and like I said, that unstoppable, you know, see where he can shoot, and once you determine he can't hit you back here, just stay right there, because he's just stupid enough to just keep walking back in the door. As you see, I'm using the heavy, and it does pretty good DPS, you know, because it was void burn today. And so I just decided, okay, I'm going to take care of this. And watch, I'm going to go back through the door after I reload, and you're going to see there's 2 more nightmares over there. They're going to spawn as soon as he gets like halfway. But that was both of the unstoppables, so now you have 4 bears, 4 unstoppables in this here, plus you have those 2 nightmares and the boss. So you're basically facing roughly 13 bosses total. And you know, I think that when I first started playing Destiny 2 and, you know, Lightfall campaign, I felt things were too hard, and you know, I was having a really rough time because I was getting breathed on and I was getting killed, you know. So I failed a lot of missions, and now I am more tactical, you know, and Destiny made it a little harder in some missions to cheese the boss, which honestly, you know, you making us 25 power under level, and that to me I have a big problem with, because you're making us weaker instead of making the content a little harder, you know. So what's the use, you know, of becoming stronger if you're going to weaken us? You know, I don't quite get that, you know. I mean, if our max power level can only go to 1840 or 1845 or whatever, because I seen a guy the other day was 1852, you know. As you see, there's those 2 nightmares again. So anyway, my issue is that you're gonna make us 1840, you know, and you're gonna bring us in 25 power under, so you're basically making us what, 1815 power, and it's like, you know, you're making us weaker. So what's the use of grinding for all our gear and all our armor to make our everyday missions a little easier and make these a little easier? You know, that's something I'm having a problem with. You know, the math is not adding up, because I see a guy who was 1852, so if you drop him under power level, what's he at, like 1817, versus most of us are 1815 or whatever. So I mean, you know, you figure it out, you know. I'm rambling about it, but like I said, if you 1852 and you're dropping him 25, so he's 1827 going into a thing, when the rest of us are all like 1815 at the max. Like me right now, I'm 1832. You know, I'm getting dropped, you know, 25 power levels under. So what's the use? You know, why are you gonna make me weaker to do a Master Nightfall? You know, I'm realizing that, you know, they're doing unbalanced math here, because you're making the ads and everything hit us harder, but you're weakening us. You know, if people want a challenge like that, you know, have a supreme, some kind of other playlist for them who want to be, you know, challenged with harder content. And yeah, make the rewards a little better. That means that, the people who want to do grandmasters on stuff, can do grandmasters at level and make it so that it's functional. Because I mean, I did what, 7 or 8 nightfalls this weekend. I got kicked out of like 3 or 4 because guess new servers couldn't handle the people, so I kept getting kicked, which pissed me off a few times because I was like halfway through on 1 or 2 of them, and I was kind of mad about it because Destiny's servers were kicking me offline, and it kind of irritated me. I am trying to do a nightfall and I'm getting kicked offline because their servers can't handle the load of people that are on. And so that, my friends, is the end of it. That was a flawless Master Lost Sector. Like I said, doesn't look very hard, but the bosses will hit you and you'll get knocked into next week. So anyway, I do appreciate those of you who stayed and listened to me ramble. But anyway, I just talking because, I'm trying to talk through the video. And you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys later.